and welcome to Master Gaming VR, and we are going to be unboxing the Index today. I am very excited to dig into this and get my hands on the Valve Knuckles controllers, or the Index controllers, whichever one you want to call them. They've been the Knuckles forever. The Index controllers is kind of growing on me, but I still kind of like the Knuckles. This is my path to Tracking 2.0. I have wanted Tracking 2.0 for a very long time, and I'm very, very excited to actually get my hands on some 2.0 base stations. Now I just need two more so that I can have one in each corner. But this is going to be the unboxing of the Valve Index bundle. As you can see, we have this great big box. I've already unpackaged it a little bit, just out of the the brown cardboard, and the brown cardboard was the exact same size as this. There was no extra styrofoam or anything protecting it, and then it of course had just the clear plastic bag covering it. Outside of that, not really any super protective material around this. And I don't know if you can see it there, but there is actually an indent right here, where it looks like this has been pressed in a little too hard, like maybe dropped. So I am a little worried about that. The front packaging, there's a little tear here in this corner, not so much over here, but it looks like it's been through a little bit of a beating. Not so much on the back. The back looks fine. There is a little info card here with the UPC, the part number, the serial number. So if you need to find that on yours, it's right here on the box. So save your box. A little bit of requires information here, notice information here. Just fine print bullshit no one needs to know. Saying that it's Steam VR compatible and works with hundreds of VR titles on Steam. 2.0 tracking, uses the VR tracking version 2.0. Contents, the base station ×2, mounting kit, power cords ×2, power supplies ×2, plug adapter, controllers ×2, lanyards ×2, charging cables ×2, headset with the face gasket, headset cable, connection cable, power cable, plug adapter, cradle adapter, and cleaning cloth. Because what did I really need? I needed more microfiber claws. I have maybe like 60 of those things floating around this room. I always have a microfiber cloth in sight. So how does this bad boy open? I am not sure. Does it open from this side? It looks like it opens from this side. Okay, so this looks like it is the seal right here. So let's get out our handy dandy trusty Batman knife, and let's go ahead and crack this baby open. Oh, that was beautiful. That felt so good. Felt so good. All right, so here, and this is okay. Nice foam. I mean, this is a little thin, but over here, the controllers had much more padding than the actual headset here. This is maybe like a millimeter thick, and these are over here like probably a centimeter and a half thick. These are pretty thick. This is not so thick. So you can see here, if I angle this up and towards the camera here, we've got the headset here with probably our documentation in this box. We've got the 2.0 base stations and the Knuckles controllers, and I'm really excited to get my hands on those. So let's go ahead and start pulling things out. Oh, I don't know what I want to go for first. Are the controllers the main dish, or is the headset the main dish? I'm not even sure. Let's go with the base stations, because the base stations. So it's got the same mounting screw on the back, along with power. It looks like it's the same power cable. It's also got a USB-C, not the a micro USB, not USB-C. I misspoke. Sorry. And then we've got the peel. I'm not going to peel it off now. I'll probably peel it off after I actually mount them, so that I can touch this and not worry about getting fingerprints all over it. Yeah, so this is fairly simple. Still got the mounting on the back and on the bottom. Really excited for these guys. Let's stick this over here. Let's take this one out as well. And then again, same deal. Not anything different for those. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab the book that's actually velcroed in here. Okay, there's they got a dome that's in the center of the headset that's got Velcro on it. So this was held in place with Velcro. That's interesting. So this just unpacks into, we don't need that. This unpacks into the setup guide, guide de configuration, guida de installation. This is a single word. Einrichtung Gesanlitung. I have no idea how to pronounce that. It's all one word. Guida de installation. I cannot read. I'm going to say this is Japanese? Kanji? Yeah, I can't read kanji. And then safety, maintenance, regulatory, and warranty agreement information. So yeah, that's worthless. And then our microfiber cloth, which has the same look and feel as the setup guide. Open, damn it! I said open. All right, yeah, we don't need that. Oh, it's a half. It's a half a microfiber cloth. It's not even a full square of a microfiber cloth. All right, this is disappointing, guys. This is disappointing. I have so many other microfiber cloths that are twice as big as this. This is disappointing for $999. Anyways, there's the microfiber cloth. It's very colorful though. Very, very colorful when all my others are black. That's not true. I have one neon green one. It's like highlighter yellow, highlighter green. I don't know. So prepare your play area, attach your base stations to the stands, plug in and place your base stations. Oh, it's just got the base stations sitting on like a nightstand and a shelf. It just got them sitting there. They're not even like plugged into a wall or anything. That's interesting. Connect your headsets, turn on your controllers, enjoy your VR. So very, very in-depth getting started here. Positional audio, fine-tuning image clarity, talking about the FOV eye relief knob, the IPD adjustment slider, adjusting your headset for fit, adjusting your controllers for fit. So just your very basic information. If this is your first headset, this is going to be valuable. If not, this is going to be probably about as valuable as the setup guides in all these various languages here. So nothing too important. I mean, you probably want to save your warranty information, but other than that, basic setup guide is basic. All right, let's go with the controllers next. Let's go. Ooh, okay. All right. Oh, that feels snug. That feels snug already. Just, oh. Yeah. That's probably not tight enough. There is an adjuster. Oh, that's so good. Okay, so there is an adjuster here. There are 4 little dots. Right now it is on the second setting. You can just move this down. I'm not sure how you move it down. That's probably something that would be good to check out the quick start guide for. So maybe I misspoke. Let's see, push inward. Okay, so you push this knob inward toward the joystick, and then, oh yeah, that's smooth. It slides very nicely. So should fit any size hand. I'm putting it on the innermost because I like these nice and tight. It pinches a little on the bottom, a little bit. It should get pretty natural though, but I can. You probably don't want to do this because it is feeling like if you do that enough, it could come off. You can see it's gotten past the knuckle right here. If I keep flicking it like that, I mean, this is not a realistic scenario, but I could, in theory, fling it across the room. But just like a one, it's not going to come off. It's good. It's not as snug as I was expecting it to be. And it's probably going to take some playing around to get it exactly where I want it. But I don't know. B and A. I feel like I want B and A maybe a little higher. I don't know. So it feels like to press A, which is down here, it's more like it's the knuckle in my thumb that's pressing it. It feels awkward to come, like if you wanted to press it with the tip of your thumb, it feels kind of awkward to come down here and press it. B feels a little bit better. I almost feel like I kind of want want B to be A and then have B up here a little bit, but I'll probably get used to it. The stick though, is off to the side, and I'm not sure how I feel about that yet. It feels good though. The stick feels good. It's got a click in it. Um, the material feels nice. It feels comfortable on my thumb. I feel like I could use this for quite a bit. It's smooth. It goes back to the center. Nice. It's got a nice snap to it. The trackpad is nice and smooth. The trackpad doesn't click in though. The Steam button is very deliberate to press, and I like that. I like that it's very deliberate to press. I don't feel like I'm going to accidentally press that. Oh, well, I just turned it on, so they come powered. I wonder if, is SteamVR gonna? It's probably not gonna pop up. The trigger is nice. It's got a nice click to it as you're pulling the trigger. The grip, I'm not sold on the grip. So the most telling game for this, I think, is going to be a Township Tale, where you have to double click the grip to lock an item in your place. We'll see how this actually functions when it comes to clicking it. Because when I just grab, I can't really feel it moving. Like, I feel I'm gripping something, but I don't really feel the click of a button press, if that makes sense. So we'll see how that plays out. But so far, I mean, this is nice. If I throw another one of these on here, let me put this on the lowest setting, and then just boom, done. It's on. That's so much better. I really like having the lanyards, the wrist straps, nice and tight. So this feels good to me. If you don't like having the wrist straps nice and tight, it could be a bit of an adjustment for you. The material feels nice too. Like, it doesn't feel like it's going to chafe all that much. The underside, yeah. I don't know. I don't even know what I would call this material. But then I'm not a clothing guy, so that isn't really all that surprising. The bottom here does feel like it's going to pinch quite a bit. Maybe I just have these too tight. Maybe I don't need them this tight. But it does feel like right here on the where the padding ends and this wire is, that's where it kind of feels like it's a little pinchy. These probably could have been a little bit longer, in my opinion, with a little bit more padding. But I have big hands, so maybe that's just a problem that I will have. These feel overall really good. Again, pressing A might take a little bit of time to get used to, and this down here are the only potential negatives. And the D-pad being so off center, but that's probably a good thing. One of the things that I mentioned in my Rift S review of those controllers was that it didn't feel like there was a place to put your thumbs to just rest. This whole area up here is completely free. There is a LED light there, or LED light, however you prefer to say that. But there's nothing there, so I feel like I could really get a good grip on these controllers and not worry about pressing a button. So that's probably a good thing why A is down there and not up there. I get a nice, comfortable grip. I can just grip and not really be worried about pressing a button. Maybe worried about pressing the trackpad down here, but we'll see how that actually goes when we get in game and try it out. And again, super easy to, I don't know how I want to display these. Super easy to, see, will it go there? All right. Super easy to get into and out of. Let's see. Will that work? Is that gonna work? Sit there. Look pretty. Look pretty, damn it. You're pretty. There we go. Okay, we'll see. Maybe that'll work, maybe that won't. All right. The heart, the core, the main event, the headset itself. Let's pull it out. Oh, here we go. So we got a great big ass cord. Is there anything else in here? There's lots of other stuff in there. Okay. And of course they didn't. So let's just stick them like that. All right. Actually, they should probably be like this. There we go. I like how that looks when they're right next to each other. It's very aesthetically pleasing to me. Okay, so we have the headset here. This is once again the same material that these have. It's nice and padded and cushioned. It looks narrower than the Vive Pro. That's interesting. You have, oh my God, I don't even know where to start. Let me get this cord undone and let's take a look at let's go from the cord up. How does that sound? Cord up? Sounds good. This is a nice little cable tie. It's pretty thick. We'll save this. We might have another use for that somewhere. Go over there. All right, so we have, oh, there's two of those. We have a very interesting, oh, that's got to be an audio cord? I don't know, we have an interesting setup over here. Okay, so we have the 3-in-1 cable, the return of the 3-in-1 cable. So there is this little box splitting a single cylindrical cable, so it's not a flat cable, with DisplayPort, USB, and then I assume this is an audio cable of some sort. I don't think I've ever seen this before. Maybe a power cable? Oh, it's probably power. That's what that is. That's power. Never mind. I'm a derp. Ignore me. And then we have a breakaway. So nice. This looks like just a mini DisplayPort connector. It's the same shape as a DisplayPort, but it's much smaller. And maybe not much smaller. It's much flatter. So yeah, and it's a little bit. Yeah, it's smaller on all accounts. That's very interesting to me. So it goes in one way. It's got arrows to show you which way is which, how it's supposed to go. There's an arrow pointing this way and an arrow pointing this way, which is not on this side. So you want to make sure the arrows match up if you ever plug those in and unplug those. So nice little breakaway box. I like that there's a breakaway box. I usually wrap the cable around one end of or one leg of my PC. I have the like 50-pound Cosmos 2 case, so it's really heavy and it can handle the occasional stepping on of a cable. And holy fuck, this cable is long. What is the deal with this cable? All right, so let's see. How many arm lengths is this cable for me? So it's more than 3 arm lengths. It's like 3.5 arm lengths. So let's see. Let's go over from that end of the room. Oh, this will more than stretch from one end of my room to the other. More than reach the entirety of my room. So that's nice. All right, now where do we start? So Velcro strap on the top, just like you are used to. Very, very thick, very durable, very almost. I almost want to say soft. The padding on the back feels nice. I'm probably gonna put this on at one point. Bring this. Oh, there we go. So whereas the the Vive Pro, you just sort of pull it out and push it back in. This has got a knob that pushes it out and pulls it in for you. That's interesting. Okay, it feels a little rough, to be honest. I don't know how to describe it. Almost, it's a little weird. And it pushes in. I don't know what the pushing in does. It doesn't feel. It doesn't feel like it will pull out on its own without that. So we've just ripped out the face guard here. That feels really nice, actually. I wonder how this will absorb sweat, or if it will absorb sweat at all. Wow. It feels really weird. The nose guard is much smaller much, much smaller. It's just there for the nose. So one of the things with the Vive Pro is the nose guard is really big. Really, really big. So sometimes it almost feels like it's going to poke me in the eye. So the fact that this is really small is very nice. There is a bit of a very small gap if I look down while this is pressed up against my face. Can't really see much through there, which is nice. I don't know why that came out, but let's take a look. So the lenses require peeling. So the IPD slider is down here, a physical IPD slider. You can see the lenses moving. The lenses will move with the IPD slider. So there's that. And I believe that goes, what was it, 58 to 70 millimeters, I think? I don't remember. I do not remember, to be honest, off the top of my head. So let's put this back in. This should not have come out. Okay. Oh, damn. Oh, look at that. This is just magnet. No snapping in. This is just, it's in there. Holy shit. It's not loose. I mean, obviously it popped out when I put some pressure on it, but you're probably not going to be doing that. If you're going to have your own mask that you're going to take over to a friend's house or take to a tournament, I didn't even realize this was going to be a feature. I mean, this is my home system, so I don't necessarily need that, but if I was playing Beat Saber and I had a nasty mask and I wanted to swap it out because I had multiple of these, this is such a better experience. Such a better experience than any of the other faceplates I've taken off and put back on. I don't do it a lot, but wow, that is an unexpected, really just quality of life, nice to have. That's what you get when you buy a $1,000 headset, is those really nice quality of life features like, oh, I've got an interchangeable mask that just easy on and off, like common sense things rather than having to like Velcro it or pop it in or pop it out. Damn, that's nice. I was not expecting that. Okay. So we got the two cameras over here, which hopefully will eventually allow pass through. I don't know if there is pass through right now. The last I heard was that there was not, but it is capable of it and it was coming. Obviously, you have the over ear headphones. They don't really rotate or go, so they go in and out. The headset, the speaker itself does not really twist. It's pretty firmly statically. It goes, forward 2 degrees of freedom in moving this thing. It looks like, wow, it's going to take a star screwdriver to remove these. It's going to take a special screwdriver to remove these. I don't know how I feel about that. Hopefully it's in here. If it's not in here, I'm going to be kind of upset with that because I don't want these. It's probably going to be good audio. It probably is going to be really great audio because I've heard everybody raving about them. But I don't want them. I want these. And that's never going to change unless I change these. And then it's going to be whatever I replace these with. Just because I need to record and I need that option. So hopefully there's a tool in this box that comes with a way to remove these. Yeah, let's go ahead and put this on really quick. I really need a better audio solution, I know. Yep, we're gonna need to remove those. Okay, so I've got this on. There's gonna need to be some adjusting, but really quick, some of the first things that I notice about this. The dial back here is really nice. I kind of wish it, again, like the complaint that I had with the Rift S, I wish it pushed in to release like the PSVR. It does have some give though, so that's nice. So I can pull it off my face and sort of, pull back on this to put it on my head. So once I get this knob in place, it'll just stay there. So that's probably why they didn't have the push button. That is a step up from the Rift S. One thing I'm noticing, though, is staring at this with a black screen, is that there is quite a bit of more light leaking through the nose hole right here than I initially thought. With no other light, with the headset being powered off, it's very, very noticeable. It's glaringly noticeable, this nose gap right here. I don't know if there's anything I can do about that. Get this closer. I think it's about as close as it's going to... Oh my God. I feel the lenses on my brows. They get super close to your face. I'm probably going to need to find the sweet spot. But right now this feels pretty comfortable, even though I don't have it appropriately adjusted. It will take some time to do that. And that could also combat the nose gap down here. There's probably some stuff I can do, but just throwing it on my head without really any adjustments, and there is a bit of light coming in from there. I can kind of feel the nose guard on my nose, on the bridge of my nose, and it's weird. I'm not sure. I mean, it probably isn't anything, but it's a thing. Yeah, these lenses get really, really close to your face. Okay, let's go ahead and take this off. Nice and simple to take off, nice and simple to put on. Comfort-wise, I'm going to need to use it for a while to really say. I'm going to need to find out where that sweet spot is in getting it on my head, and the tightness level and all of that. But first time putting it on my head, I'm happy. It's going to take more of a marathon session to really identify whether or not it's as comfortable as it seems like it's going to be. There's obviously things that will come over time with a 3, 4, 5 hour play session that I'm not going to get just popping it on my head. But let's pull this up. So this is just a big empty piece of cardboard here. There's nothing there. And then we get into this sweet underbelly of goodies here. This looks like where the base stations and the power cords and all the other things are. So let's just start pulling things out one by one, starting with this thing in the center. This is a very squishy. That feels very weird. It's very squishy. It's the only word that I can use to describe this, is squishy. So this, I believe, goes into the back like such. So just slides right into that gap there. And then it's a squishy on your back, on the back of your head, just for more padding. That's great. I don't know if I'm going to use that, but we'll try it out and see. Again, that's going to be finding that sweet spot. That feels really, really weird. That's not a thing I can describe. Like silly putty. It feels like silly putty. That's what it feels like. All right. Let's just go with the next thing. This, I believe, is going to be these are the controller charging cables, and it even has the controller. The controllers on there. So this is for the controllers. Let's see, how long is this? Because the Vive cables are actually kind of short in my opinion. This is decently sized. And these are USB-C. I didn't even notice that with the controllers. Where is it? Oh, it's right here down on the bottom, USB-C. So that's nice. All right, so this is the other one of those. Let's go ahead. Oh, and we also, in that same compartment, we have the lanyards. So if you also wanted to have a redundancy system, if you didn't feel comfortable with strapping it to your wrist or strapping it across your hand, you also have lanyards here that you can put on there. Let's go ahead with this this box here first. Let's see. Hopefully there's a screwdriver in here with the way to take that stuff off. What in the fuck is this? Okay. Here is some sort of adapter looking thing for a plug. I have no idea what the hell this is. Absolutely no idea. Is this like an international plug system here thing going on? What in the fuck is this? All right, so I've never seen a modular plug like this. I assume this is so that they can make the base the same for everyone, and then just swap out this piece for whatever your nation's plug is. That's actually kind of interesting. Very efficient too. So a great big long power cord. That's worthless. Let's see. How long is Mr. Power Cord? Mr. Power Cord is very tangly. This is a decent sized power cord. I don't know what this is a power cord for, but hey, we've got a power cord here. So this is all the cords and cables that are going to come with it. These are going to be ugly because I'm not going to try and make them pretty. We don't need a box. We don't need that garbage. So let's open up. All right, here is the first base station. So it looks like there are some holes for screws, and it looks like they just pop out. Just a little plastic piece that pops out from the back side, just a little bit of pressure with your finger, and it just pops out. Or you can just have it cosmetically covered up by popping this piece back in there. So that's nice. We did see that you could just set it down there and everything would be all good. It's very similar to the yeah. It's almost identical to the Vive base stations. Let's go ahead and take one of these and just twirl it on there really quick. So there you go. And it'll just sit there. So you could even mount these like you do Oculus sensors just on your desk in front of you if you only wanted a 180-degree setup. And then we have the mounting screws and the anchors, the drywall anchors. So we'll need those for later because we are going to drill these into the wall. What is this box? What does this box have in it? Yeah. All right, so this is the plug for these guys, which it has the exact same weird base thing with like a PCIe plug here. What in the hell is this for? This is a very weird piece, like what you'd see on a GPU, just like a 2-pin PCIe connector right here. All right, is this the cable for it? This is probably the cable for it. Let's look at this because this is weird. This is really weird and interesting. Yeah, it's just a 2-pin PCIe power cable with a plug on it. So that's very interesting. Plug that right in there, and then once it gets plugged in, I imagine it's not coming undone. Yeah. Oh, there we go. There is enough leverage to get that out. That's the first time I've ever seen that. That's cool. Okay, so it's got nice coil here that you're probably gonna have to tear to get out. No, it's presented very well. It looks very pretty. Yeah, points for pretty, but not points for being able to open it up without tearing it open. Just there's that piece, there's that piece, there's that piece. Let's see. How long is this? It is fairly long. Seeing as how this has to go up in the corner of your room. Yeah. That's almost as long as the headset cable itself. So that is for the base stations right there. And then, of course, we have for the other base station the exact same stuff. And then we have nada. That's it. All done. That is the Vive Pro. No, why did I say the Vive Pro? No, this is the Index. What am I saying? That is the index. So let's get some of these cables out of the way. Over here. Why is that? That's trash. That doesn't need to be there. I am really excited to get in and use this thing and finally get my tracking 2.0. So I am going to go grab a drill and we're going to install the base stations here. One up over there and one back over there. I'm going to take care to not put them behind my new lighting like I have with my current base stations. Hopefully, I'm hoping that this will solve all of my tracking issues that I've been having. Hopefully, it'll also make bending over in a township tail better so that it doesn't try like doing weird shit with my height. But we'll determine whether that's a game bug or a tracking bug once and for all. So I'm going to cut to either installing software if we need to install software, I'm not sure, or we're going to cut to playing our first game. I'm probably going to try out a little bit of Beat Saber, just like I did with the Rift S, to get that quick moving action. I'm probably going to try out some Orbis to try out the delay. If you remember with the Rift S, we had that split second delay on some of the scoundrel shots, as well as when we were fishing. So just make sure that the controllers aren't having that same delay. Also, we'll probably check out a Township Tail for just because it is supporting the index controllers straight out of the gate with all of the finger movements, as well as I want to check out the grip button for making a thing sticky in my hand. And I will probably also check out Blade and Sorcery, which had an update. I believe you can grab and rip people's ears off or something. I'm not sure. It was something to do with your ear and grabbing the ear and doing something with the ear. So that's sort of the plan for the rest of the video. The unboxing is obviously done. Let's go into testing it out and initial thoughts after, just a couple hours of use.